Have you ever thought that a small little fish, costing only a few cents for every 100 grams, could actually be the golden secret that helps people over 60 years old maintain a strong heart, bones as solid as steel, and a sharp memory even into their 80s or 90s? It sounds hard to believe, right? But the truth is, this simple and affordable fish contains nutrients that even the most expensive foods cannot match. Yes, I am talking about sardines. A humble dish on the family dinner table. They are cheap, delicious, and yet incredibly nutritious. In today's video, I will reveal to you a 7-day meal plan with sardines. Easy to cook, easy to eat, and wonderful for the heart, the bones, and even memory. If you want to live a healthy and long life full of energy every single day, then watch this video until the end. Because I believe that after listening, you will be surprised by how much power is hidden inside this little fish. My dear friends, few people realize that sardines are truly a treasure trove of nutrition. First of all, we must talk about omega-3 fatty acids, one of the best nutrients for heart health. Just 3.5 ounces of sardines, or about 100 grams, provides up to 3 grams of omega-3. That is the same as salmon, but at a much lower price. Omega-3 helps reduce blood fat, prevents atherosclerosis, and especially reduces inflammation in the joints. One of the biggest concerns for people over 60. Not only that, sardines are also rich in calcium and vitamin D, the powerful duo that protects our bones. Eating sardines regularly helps prevent osteoporosis, lowers the risk of fractures from falling, and allows you to maintain a steady and confident walk. Even more importantly, sardines contain nutrients that improve memory and protect brain cells. Many studies show that a diet rich in sardines can slow down cognitive decline and even help prevent Alzheimer's disease. There is a very interesting story. In a coastal fishing village in Japan, there was an old man who lived healthily until more than 95 years old. Every day he ate fish, including sardines. He shared his secret: eat simply but consistently, and your body will repay you with strong health. And today, science has proven his words to be true. The benefits of sardines, my dear friends. It is surprising that such a small fish like the sardine can carry so much nutrition inside. First, sardines are rich in omega-3, an extremely valuable fat for the heart. With just 3.5 ounces of sardines, or about 100 grams, we already get around 3 grams of omega-3, the same as salmon, but at a much cheaper price. Omega-3 helps lower blood fat, prevent clogged arteries, and even reduce joint pain and inflammation, a problem that many people over 60 have to deal with. Second, sardines are a natural source of calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients work together to keep bones strong, prevent osteoporosis, and lower the risk of fractures when falling. This is the shield that helps you stay steady on your feet without worrying about weak bones or a hunched back as you age. Another valuable point is that sardines contain many nutrients that nourish the brain, improve memory, and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. A study in Europe showed that older adults who ate small fish like sardines 2 to 3 times a week had better memory and slower cognitive decline compared to those who rarely ate fish. I remember a very inspiring story in a Japanese fishing village. There was a man over 95 years old who still had a sharp mind and exercised by the sea every morning. His secret was that every day he ate fish, including sardines. He said, "Eat simply, but consistently, and your body will repay you with strong health." And today, science has fully proven that to be true. Just with that alone, you can already see that this little sardine is truly a powerful food for old age, right? Tier. The principles of building a healthy sardine diet. But in order for sardines to truly become a treasure for health after the age of 60, we must eat them the right way. Principle number 1. Have one meal with sardines every day, but change the cooking method so that you will not get bored. Today, you can braise them tomorrow, steam them another day, cook soup, or even make a salad. Principle number 2, combine sardines with green vegetables and whole grains such as brown rice oats or whole wheat bread. This adds fiber, vitamins, and minerals, helps digestion stay light, and keeps blood sugar stable. Principle number 3, limit deep frying and using too much salty or spicy seasoning. Older adults who eat too much salt are prone to high blood pressure, and too much spicy food can upset the stomach. Instead, choose methods like steaming braising with little oil or making soup. This keeps the natural flavor and is also good for the heart. And finally, one important note: do not overuse canned sardines. Many people like them because they are convenient, but eating too much means consuming too much sodium, which is harmful to blood pressure. The best choice is fresh sardines from the market. Clear eyes, firm body, and a clean smell. They are both tasty and safe. Many people make the mistake of thinking canned sardines are enough, but in reality, just a small change, choosing fresh fish and cooking in diverse ways, can make a huge difference in our health. Sad. Now, my dear friends, let us go to the most exciting part, the 7-day sardine meal plan. It is delicious, nutritious, and extremely easy to cook. On the first day, let us start with something familiar. Sardines braised with tomatoes served with brown rice and amaranth soup. Just a few ripe tomatoes, a little shallot, and some light fish sauce, and you already have a pot of fragrant braised sardines. What is interesting is that tomatoes contain lycopene, and when combined with omega-3 in sardines create a perfect duo that protects the heart. A simple meal, yet one that brings peace of mind for cardiovascular health. On the second day, let us change the taste with a sardine and olive oil salad served with whole wheat bread. Sardines mixed with lettuce, cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and a drizzle of fragrant olive oil make a light breakfast that is low in cholesterol but high in fiber. Research has even shown that by simply maintaining a diet rich in vegetables and olive oil every day, the risk of heart disease can drop by up to 30%. Gentle, simple, yet extremely powerful for health. On the third day, we return to steamed sardines with ginger and lemongrass served with oatmeal porridge. Steaming helps preserve all the nutrients. Ginger and lemongrass remove the fishy smell, while the soft oatmeal is easy to digest, perfect for those with stomach pain or weak digestion. This is a true gentle on the stomach meal, filling yet light. On the fourth day, let us try sour soup with sardines served with boiled vegetables and boiled sweet potatoes. The light sourness from tamarind, tomatoes, and herbs makes the meal appetizing, while sweet potatoes provide fiber, aid digestion, and stabilize blood sugar. Surprisingly, just 3.5 ounces of sweet potato, or about 100 grams, provides the same amount of fiber as 2 slices of whole wheat bread, but is much safer for older adults. Moving on to the 5th day, we switch to sardines, braised with green pepper, served with pumpkin soup. The mild spiciness of green pepper warms the stomach, while pumpkin is rich in vitamin A, helping to keep the eyes bright and healthy. This is a balanced meal, both warming and cooling, very suitable for older adults. On the 6th day, to change the atmosphere, let us try sardine noodle soup with herbs. The broth made from sardines is naturally sweet with dill scallions and herbs added in, delicious and hydrating. Compared to crab noodle soup or beef, faux sardine noodle soup has up to 40% less cholesterol, yet still provides enough energy for a full day. And finally, on the 7th day, we close the week with sardine porridge, cooked with mustard greens with seasonal fruit for dessert. This meal is light, easy to digest, and also supports good sleep. Especially beneficial for those who often suffer from insomnia or poor digestion. Just 7 days and you can see how sardines, such a humble, inexpensive fish, can be transformed into a rich, diverse meal plan that is tasty, nourishing, and great for the heart, bones, and memory. This proves one thing: healthy eating does not need to be luxurious. What matters is eating the right way, the right foods, and the right amounts. And sardines are a perfect example of this truth. Tips for choosing and cooking sardines, my dear friends. In order for sardines to truly become a treasure of health, we not only need to know the dishes, but also a few secrets for selecting and preparing them. First, do not deep fry sardines in oil. Older adults who consume too much fried food are at risk of high blood fat and bad cholesterol, which are very harmful to the heart. Instead, choose healthier cooking methods such as steaming, braising with little oil, cooking soup, or making porridge. These methods preserve the natural flavor and nutrition. Second, when going to the market, pay attention to selecting fresh fish. The eyes should be clear, not cloudy. The body should be firm and spring back when pressed. And most importantly, it should not have an overly strong fishy smell. Fresh sardines are more nutritious and much safer for the stomach and digestion. Third, proper storage is also important. Fresh sardines should ideally be cooked and eaten within 1 to 2 days of purchase. If you need to keep them longer, clean them and freeze them. But when cooking, allow them to thaw naturally. Avoid soaking in hot water, which causes the loss of nutrients. And finally, many nutrition experts agree. There is no food that is absolutely perfect, but when we prepare it properly and eat in balance, we can turn everyday dishes into precious medicine for health. Sardines are a perfect example of this. My dear friends, you see sardines, such a simple everyday food costing only a few cents for every 100 grams, have become a true treasure for old age. Inside that small body lies a storehouse of nutrition that strengthens the heart, hardens the bones, sharpens memory, and keeps the spirit joyful. I remember a very touching story about an elderly woman living in a coastal village in south-central Vietnam. She is now over 90 years old, but still sharp, quick in her steps with bright eyes and nearly no memory loss. When people asked her the secret to her long life, she smiled kindly and said, "All my life I have only eaten brown rice vegetables from my garden and a few meals of fresh sardines each week. Eating simply, but living healthily and happily, that is enough." Hearing that, I realized that sometimes to live long and strong, we do not need luxurious, expensive foods. It is the familiar, simple foods around us that hold the key to lasting health. And sardines are the perfect proof of that. My dear friends, we have just gone through a full journey together, discovering the amazing benefits of sardines, building a 7-day meal plan, and learning the small tips to keep their full nutrition. The most important message I want to send is this: after the age of 60, you do not need fancy food. Eating correctly is enough to live healthily. Sardines may be small, but they carry great power, enough to accompany you in the peaceful and happy years of old age. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, and leave a comment about which sardine dish you enjoy the most. Who knows, your sharing might help more people discover the secret to living healthily, happily, and for a long time. I wish all of you a strong heart, steady legs, a sharp memory, and a long old age full of happiness.